What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Bearded Cook. I'm Marcus Hilt. Guess what? I'm human. We shot an entire video and I forgot to do an intro, but that's okay because we're here to cook. Today, we're doing smoked half chickens on a Weber kettle. Enjoy the video and I'll see you at the end. All right, so let's get started. These are our half chickens. Now, a half chicken includes the drum, the thigh, the breast, and the wing. I started with a just under 6 pound whole chicken, and of course, as you know, they come like so. And what have been right here in the middle is the backbone. So I trimmed the backbone. I took a knife, come down one side, come down the other. You take the whole backbone out, and then you take a knife, turn it over, and split it down the middle. And this is what you're left with. Now, this cooking process started about 2 days ago. I got it in a brine. I used the Oak Ridge Barbecue Game Changer injection in brine. I forgot to have this down with me, but I will include a link down in the description below. Just mixed it up to package directions, put the chicken in there, let it brine for about 8 hours, took it out, patted it, and stuck it in the refrigerator and let it dry overnight. And what you're left with is this right here. And you can see the skin has dried out, and the reason why you want that is because having that skin dry out at the beginning helps stop from having really rubbery skin. If you've ever bit in a baked chicken and all the skin comes off on that first bite, that's what we're trying to avoid. We want the chicken to be bite through, so that what you bite right here, all you take is that amount of skin, that amount of meat. So we're gonna go ahead and get this seasoned. You do not want to put any type of like moisture, like water or apple cider vinegar on this, because that'll only moisten the skin up. You want to do something oil based. So I'm going to use I can't believe it's not butter. You know it's a margarine based product. So we're going to start on the back side. Just get it over. Now I'm not going to use the I can't believe it's butter, not butter on this side, because as you can see, we still got some moisture on the back end, so we don't need it. This is what we're going to use. This is the Oak Ridge Barbecue Game, Bird, and Chicken Rub. I'll put it in a little shaker because, as you see, it comes in a foil pouch. So because we brine this, I'm not going to go too heavy on the seasonings. We're going to keep it light. So a light to medium coat, because we already got a lot of flavor in the brine, or from the brine. I always season about 12 inches above. I'm just gonna go with a little light and medium coat. Do this one also. Breast here. All right, always pat it in. And we're gonna flip it over and do the other side. On this side, I'm gonna just do a light spritz, very light. 1, 2. That's it. And we're gonna repeat the seasoning on this side. Now, we're gonna be cooking a little bit higher than smoking temperature today. We're gonna be trying to cook at about 325, which is a little bit higher than what's ideal for smoking. For smoking, you want to be in the 225 range, maybe a little lower. But we want to make sure we get this chicken cooked. The skin cooked through so that it is bite through and not rubbery. So you want to cook it at a little bit higher temperature than normal. So we're going to be cooking about 325. I do have some peach wood that I'm going to put on there for a little bit of smoke, but it is an afterthought. So we got this seasoned up. And that's it. That's all it takes. So we're gonna let this sit and get the chicken sweats for a little bit, and I'll bring y'all back when we take it out to the Weber kettle. All right. So we're out here at the Weber kettle. You can see we got that good peach wood smoke going, rolling out. The chicken has been resting for about 10 minutes. You can see that some of the moisture is starting to draw out, which is exactly what we were hoping for. So we're gonna go ahead and get this chicken on. Now, because your thighs, I want my thighs to finish at a higher temperature than the breast, we're going to point the thighs towards the fire. And make sure you set your chicken up how you want it to cook, because how you set it on the grill is exactly how it's gonna cook. We're gonna put our thighs facing the fire. And if you see any spots that can need a little touching up from where you touched it, just go ahead and touch it up a little bit. I did put some foil underneath the chicken because I'm gonna sauce this right on top of the grill, and I don't want to mess my cooker up. And that's it. So we got the chicken on, and we're gonna let this go probably for about 30-45 minutes. At that point, to come back, I might hit it with a little spritz to stop the skin from drawing up. But right now, that's it. We're gonna get the cooker closed down. So this is gonna be a pretty minimal cook. There's not gonna have to be much we're gonna have to do besides that one spritz in about 45 minutes. But outside of that, it's gonna cook, it's gonna do its thing. We'll spritz, and when it gets about 150, we're gonna go ahead and sauce it right on the grill. When it hits 165 in the breast, we'll take it off. We'll have some good chicken. Stay tuned. All right, so it's been about 45 minutes since we put the chicken on. I wanna go ahead and get my internal temperature probe in. I got it set to 150 degrees. This is a ThermalWorks dot. It's a thermometer, and you just insert it where you want it, and a little alarm will go off when it reaches the desired temp. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the chicken and see if it needs to be spritzed. I'm pretty sure it does. So let's get in here and take a look. So our bark is starting to set, but you can see our skin is starting to drop a little bit. So again, we're gonna use the I can't believe it's not butter and stop it from drawing up. As always, you don't want to overdo it too much, just moisten it up. Now, as I said before, I want my thighs to finish up higher than I want my breast. I want my breast at 165. Ideally, my thighs will be in a 175 to 180 range, because that's where I want them to be. I just think the meat pulls away from the bone a lot better at that temperature. All right, so we got it spritz. So looking at this, this one seems to be the thicker breast. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna insert it right here in the deepest part. And put your probe in, and we're reading 144 after about 45 minutes. So probably in about, my guess, 10-15 minutes, we'll go ahead and get this sauce put on there, and I'll bring y'all back. All right, so this process is moving faster than I thought. Having the top of the grill off introduced a lot of oxygen into the fire, so the temperature crept up on me. At one point, we was like 360, so it took a minute for the temperature to come back down, but so the chicken is cooking a little bit faster. So right now we're about 155. We'll go ahead and sauce it up, and we are I'm using Heath Rowell's sweet barbecue sauce. This also has this tangy vinegar in here. I just combined them. I had 2 half of a bottles, so we're just gonna pour it right over the top. Nothing fancy. We're not gonna brush it on. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna go right over the top. What's gonna happen is that heat from this is gonna tack it up nice and fine while it comes up those last 10 degrees. All right, that's one. We're gonna do the other one. Light color inside the line. Let the rest of it drip down on the side. That's it. Next time y'all see it, we should be at 165. All right. All right, so we just hit temp. We just got up to 165. Getting my gloves on right here. Of course, I got cotton glove liners underneath this with some nitrile gloves. Got a cut board we're gonna rest this on top of. There we go. Chicken is done. Take my internal temperature probe out. Set that down. And there we go. Beautiful color, beautiful smoke. rub it here to the meat. Let's get this down. That's one. And that's two. So we're gonna take these inside, let them rest for about maybe about 10 minutes, and we'll close up, let you see what they look like when I cut into it. All right, so we are done, but before we cut into this chicken, let's go over a little recap of what we did. We started with a just under 6 pound whole chicken, just got from my local grocery store. Trimmed out the backbone, split it down the middle, took those 2 halves and got it in a brine. Now we used the Oak Ridge barbecue injection and brine. We left it in there for about 8 hours following the package directions. Took it out, washed it off, patted it dry, put it in the refrigerator overnight, let the skin dry out so we can get that bite through tender skin. Season the backside, season the front with the Oak Ridge barbecue, wild bird and game, and put it on the pit in some good peach wood at 325 degrees. About 45 minutes after, we spritzed it with, I can't believe it's not butter, at the 150 degree mark. Pour some barbecue sauce on it, let that tack up, pulled it at 165. Now let's see what we got. So as you can see, the sauce tacked up very well. We even got some juice down here coming out, let you know that this is still moist. So let's move this one to the side. You can see all that moisture we got right there. I'm actually just gonna cut into it so we can get a nice view of what we got. Cut here, and let's cut right there. Go to the side. This is still hot. And you can see how juicy, moist that is. Now I've taken some flack for not trying the food on camera. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not a big chicken fan. If it's not a wing tossed in sauce or deep fried in 11 herbs and spices or something like that, I'm really not gonna mess with it. But this is some chicken even I'll try, so let's give it a taste. Listen, y'all, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up, helps with the YouTube algorithms. As I said before, we are, oh my God. We're trying to release videos every 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. Peace.